Okay, you know what time it is. You know what I mean. Anyways, welcome to my political life video blog. Because here's my purpose. I just want to make this long story short, if you know what I'm saying. If you deal with this. Here's the purpose. As I wrote this on my political life blog last Sunday about, you guessed it, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez talks about her social agenda. If you want to know about this one, because the big government programs that everybody wants to advocate this which cost the taxpayers more than, you guessed it, $40 trillion over 10 years. What? You know, this could be ridiculous. But Steve Scalise slams the door hard on, yes, Miss Cortez, as far as we're concerned. But if you see this on 60 Minutes last Sunday, on this, you guessed it. Listen to this from Anderson Cooper. You might think you're so smart about this one that everybody knows, because knows what happens next. Listen to this from Anderson Cooper. Yeah, you know Anderson Cooper, host of Anderson Cooper 360 on CNN The Liberal. Well, I'm going to make this long story short for you. Listen to this and see what happens next.
How are you going to pay for all of this?
No one asks how we're going to pay for this Space Force.
Stop. You see, no one answers with this. She dodges the question all the time. This is what happens, you know, when I'm talking about all this nonsense about this one. Play it again one more time before I make myself, oh boy, makes my head spin. Listen to this.
How are you going to pay for all of this?
No one asks how we're going to pay for this Space Force. No one asked how we paid for a $2 trillion tax cut. We only ask how we pay for it on issues of housing, healthcare, and education. How do we pay for it? With the same exact mechanisms that we pay for military increases, for the Space Force, for all of these ambitious policies.
No, you know darn well it's a darn lie. We pay more than, you guessed it. What is unrealistic? Yeah. We always about this. We ask. The housing, healthcare. You know, she continues. Yeah, sounds like Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz is. But here's the purpose you don't want to know about this one, about this one. So, but there's more about this. She's still asking about this 40 trillion big government things. Don't make sense at all. Listen to this.
There are Democrats, obviously, who are worried about your effect on the party. Democratic Senator Chris Coons said about left-leaning Democrats, if the next 2 years is just a race to offer increasingly
What do you mean the next 2 years? What do you mean? Stop. What do you mean the next 2 years, Anderson Cooper? What do you mean the next 2 whole years? This is so dumb. Next 2 years. This is what is this? Back to the Future with Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd in the 80s, as far as we're concerned. Oh, Lord have mercy. But here's the final answer. If you know what I mean.
It'll be difficult for us to make a credible case.
Difficult, whatever.
We should be allowed to govern again.
Now watch. She will dodge the whole answer. It shouldn't even answer the question about this one, but this is so ridiculous. Listen to this.
What makes it unrealistic?
How to pay for it.
We pay more per capita in healthcare and education.
Oh, who cares? No. You know darn well that is not true. Seriously, that is not true. You wonder why? Because Steve Scalise slams the door real hard on you. See, that's why the exchange. It's not for the first time that Miss Cortez just, yes, to explain how she has finances with her policies, and that's why According to this CNN, the liberal Jacob Tapper answered the darn question, try to confront her, try to result court dancing around the answer. So, here's my bottom line for you. Here's what else that Cortez says among the final answers. It has among her responsibilities for inside this widespread criticism, as far as we're concerned. That, four things. She claims that there is no question that President Trump is I wouldn't say that, Ellie Schmidt. You bet I will. It's an R word. Yet provided no evidence to back her claims. And she has to admit that wants the U.S. mirror Europe in terms of being a socialist state. And why she claimed without evidence? Because according to Fox News, about this one, promoting that defends human rights violations, and that's why it repeats. You gets it. It repeats debunk claim that you guessed it in the tank with and the people with working two jobs cannot stay on their own 2 feet. Ain't that a shame? But the moral of my political life video blog story is this. You, Andrea, or Ocasio-Cortez, you better answer the door question, because Steve Scalise could slam you hard. Slam the door on you. You're too stupid to know it, do you? From now on. Too stupid to know it. Idiot. Anyways, that's my political life video blog story. And I'm sticking to it. And we'll be back with the premiere episode of My Campus Life video blog. Supper Grabs next.